South African Rescue Services confirmed that no miners were trapped underground, alleviating earlier concerns that workers were stuck in their shafts. The earthquake occurred at a depth of 10 kilometres. It rattled buildings in Pretoria and Johannesburg. The shaker was felt as far afield as Umhlanga rocks in KZN, Gaborone in Botswana, as well as Maseru in Lesotho.
It was so sudden. We didn't expect anything from that time. I was busy in the kitchen making coffee. It was my tea time. Then all of a sudden the world started shaking. We were like, the world is coming to an end now. We couldn't, everybody was shocked. Everybody was starting to pick up their bags, run around. They didn't know what to expect, but we were all in shock.
I was busy working and the next thing my chair is shaking. And I'm looking at the back to see who's shaking my chair. The next thing, there's no one, and under my feet, it was shaking badly. I threw everything in the dustbin, not knowing what to do, and I started running away. It was very bad.
In fact, I was not aware what was happening, so I just thought that it was a building, trembling, because I just started working at that particular place yesterday, so I was not aware that maybe there could be some, structural problems with the building. I wasn't aware it was.
It was so scary. It was shaking. I ran out of the office. I didn't know where I was going, but I just ran out. It was so scary, but just happened for a few minutes. That's it. But it was so scary.
In related news, the Council of Geoscience South Africa says an earthquake of this magnitude is not unusual for the area. A similar quake measuring 5.3 on the Richter scale struck the same area back in 2005.
It's very difficult to determine when it's in a mining region. It's very difficult to determine whether the mines caused it or whether it's a natural event. Because sometimes it is induced, sometimes it's stimulated. So it's very difficult to actually determine. But basically an earthquake is, what happens there is the stresses build up in the earth and then it's suddenly released. And that's what we feel, that energy that's suddenly released. And it's usually released along a fault or some sort of a weakness in the earth. And again, like I said, it is very difficult now to point fingers and to say who's to blame or what caused it, because so little is actually known about these processes.